seem to be catching Rookie's eye. So, in the short term, it's Nick Solak at second base.
Yeah, it's just no timetable, really. You don't know how his eye is going to react. Hopefully, he'll be able to get back out there soon. But in the meantime, I think Solak's been doing a pretty good job, especially in that 2 slot, getting the job done.
Yeah, he has. And they got Fraze back in the 3 spot in that batting order tonight. Boo, they're just looking to put a productive guy in that spot, what he is almost every night.
Yeah, and Fraze, he's done a great job this year. I mean, I think the production, the RBIs and the slug probably isn't where he wants it to be. But other than about a week stretch, he's played pretty consistent baseball and knocked in runs. And with this kind of lineup, you look at last night's lineup. It was the first time this year that the Rangers got 4 hits when runners were in scoring position. And to do that once in 30 games, that's going to take its toll. Last year they did it, and when they did it in games last year, they were 28-7. So they need to pick up the offensive production. Last night was a great sign.
Yeah, it was. That was hopefully the great springboard to the second half of the season. It's time for our Baylor Scott and White up to the minute report, and let's take a look at what we've got. Lance Lynn has the ERA that's 3rd best in Major League Baseball, just 159 overall, 157 at home. Mookie Betts pretty good against the Rangers, and it's a pretty big sample size from his days with the Red Sox. And Sin-Soo Choo back in that top spot in the batting order, 3 for 8, including 2 big hits yesterday and a couple of RBIs. He has been a welcome return to the Rangers starting lineup. There he is as the Rangers get ready for this one, and this is just a guy, Mac, who he's just he's become the prototypical leadoff man.
He is. What I really like about Choo at the top of the order, a number of things with Choo being at the top of the order. Number one, he can take pitches. He waits as long as anybody that I've ever seen before deciding to.
Just a youngster at 22 years old, and he's been exciting to watch so far. Now the Dodgers, they come in 24-10. They lead it off with Betts, Corey Seager, and then Max Muncy. Bellinger, Peterson, Beatty in the middle, Pollock, Lux at second base, and Austin Barnes doing the catching tonight. Lance Lynn gets us started, and that first one is in there for a strike to Mookie Betts.
Inside blade right field, 72 degrees, outside 105.
Well, we definitely.
Let's take a look at our steel pitch arsenal for Lance Lynn. A lot of 4-seam fastballs, a lot of cutters, 2-seam fastballs. Basically, 92% of his pitches are fastballs. Curveball 8% of the time. Also throws lately some sliders too. Maybe that's a big cutter.
First by Lance Lynn. Let's take a look at the Rangers lineup. With the win yesterday, now 12-19. Sin-Soo Choo leading it off at left. Nick Solak at second, and Todd Frazier third base. In the middle of the order, it's Gallo, Kiner Falefa, Derek Dietrich acting as the DH. Chirinos catching Guzman at first, and Leody Taveras in center field.
And for Ross Stripling, we'll take a look at the steel pitch arsenal. He'll throw some 4-seam fastballs, but he mixes in a lot of other pitches. Curveballs, changeups, sliders, basically 4 traditional pitches and a wide assortment, less than half of them fastballs.